Quiet.
Mr. President-elect,
Go ahead.
Can you state
She's asking
categorically,
a question. Don't
Mr.
be
President-elect, can you give us a question?
Don't be
You are
rude.
attacking us. Can you give us a question?
Don't be rude. No, I'm not going to give you a
question.
question. I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically?
You are fake news.
Sir.
I'm Dr. Dave Janda. Welcome back to Dave versus the MSM. The title of today's presentation is The Deep State's Waterloo. A little historical perspective here. Waterloo was the termination of Napoleon's reign as emperor. It occurred in June of 1815, and it ended at the Battle of Waterloo when there was a two-front battle with the British and with the Prussians. It spread out Napoleon's forces to the point where he was defeated. The reason why I believe September 2019 is the Deep State's Waterloo is there is a similar two-front assault on the Deep State and their entire foundation. The first is with this FISA warrant abuse issue and with the investigation coming forward. Now, I have been criticized for saying that I believe the Inspector General of the Department of Justice, Michael Horowitz, is working against the Deep State. I believe he is. I believe if you look at the information he provided on the Hillary Clinton email, it was disastrous for Hillary. If you look at the information he provided on Comey, it was disastrous for Comey, both Deep State players. And I believe he's going to provide information that shows that the FISA warrants, looking into the Trump campaign, in particular with Carter Page, that those 4 FISA warrants that were issued, I believe he's going to show were done illegally. Illegally. That's really important. And what it's going to show is that the individuals who signed off on those FISA warrants are going to face criminal charges. The first 3 FISA warrants in October 2016, November 2017, and April 2017 were signed off by Comey. The question is, well, why wasn't the FISA warrant, the last FISA warrant in June of 2017, signed off by Comey? And the answer is because President Trump fired Comey in May of 2017 for just cause. Now remember, up until this carve-out report that was put forward a couple weeks ago by Inspector General Michael Horowitz, one of the reasons for impeachment of President Trump, according to Nadler and Pelosi and the Never Trumpers and whoever, the deep state players, the deep state puppets, was that there was obstruction of justice by President Trump firing Comey. That Horowitz carve-out report showed that President Trump had just cause for firing Comey. So the first part of the FISA abuse investigation has already come to light. The bought-off lamestream fake media doesn't want you to know that. But the entire FISA warrant was abuse and illegal because it was predicated upon a document that was fraudulent, the so-called Steele Dossier that was bought and paid for by the DNC in the Clinton campaign that was a pure fabrication. How do we know that? Well, here comes the second part, if you will, of the battle, what General Flynn and his fantastic attorney Sidney Powell has been doing. I consider Sidney Powell to be a friend. She has made several great presentations on our platform in the past. But this just came out because Sidney Powell and General Flynn have pushed for exculpatory evidence that showed that he was innocent, to be presented, to be given to them, given to the public, that the prosecutors, Mueller's team with his pet rat, Andrew Weissman, have been holding on to. And this just hit the other day, which delves into the entire FISA issue. Again, 2-prong attack. This was one of the documents that was released because of Sidney Powell and General Flynn's courage in holding the deep state's puppets, the Mueller team, holding their feet to the fire. A letter delivered by the British Embassy to the incoming national security team after Donald Trump's election and to outgoing National Security Advisor Susan Rice from the Obama administration. The letter apparently disavows former British Secret Service agent Christopher Steele and calls his credibility into question and declared him untrustworthy. Yet that same Steele Dossier was sworn to by Obama officials in the FBI and Department of Justice as it being credible, that it was verified when it wasn't verified. And the FISA judges reportedly weren't aware that it was paid for by the DNC and the Clinton campaign. Although I'm not letting those judges off the hook. They should have asked the questions. It should be documented that they asked the questions. I don't know of any documentation that shows that. Christopher Steele, and the bought-off lamestream fake media doesn't want you to know this, Christopher Steele admitted he was hired to help Hillary Clinton challenge the 2016 election. Former UK spy Christopher Steele admitted in a London court that he was hired to help Hillary Clinton contest the results of the 2016 election in case Trump won. That was according to the Washington Times. Yet, it was presented to the FISA court as this is a slam dunk. This is evidence that why we need to get these warrants. It was all illegal. It is the deep state's Waterloo. And it will come out as Sidney Powell and General Flynn have been pushing the past couple weeks that it was egregious prosecutorial misconduct conducted by the Department of Justice, Robert Mueller's team, the FBI, that led to his prosecution. Flynn hearing from September 10th, 2019, reveals the existence of a bombshell Department of Justice memo exonerating Michael Flynn. A bombshell revelation was barely noticed at National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's hearing on September 10th, 2019, when his counsel, Sidney Powell, revealed in court the existence of a Justice Department memo from January 30th, 2017, exonerating Flynn of any collusion with Russia. The memo, which has still not been made available to Flynn's attorney, Sidney Powell, is part of a litany of Brady material. Brady material is exculpatory evidence that will show innocence of a client or a defendant. Litany of Brady material she is demanding from prosecutors. The memo is currently under protective order, and Powell is working with prosecutors to get it disclosed. Why is that important? They had evidence as early as January 30th, 2017 that General Flynn was innocent, yet they charged him many months later in 2017. How could they have charged him if they already had evidence showing he was innocent? It's because the rule of law has been decimated by the deep state, and it's being exposed. This is the two-prong attack that's occurring right now. It's coming from General Flynn and Sidney Powell, and it's coming from Inspector General of the Department of Justice, Michael Horowitz. And it's about blowing apart the deep state. And that's what we're going to be going into on this Sunday show. You can join us every Sunday from 2 to 5 Eastern. It airs live. It's free, the show. Go to davejanda.com, hit the live button in the upper right-hand corner. But we're also available where we do deep dives on these issues and bring guests forward at davejanda.com, both the free side, but where we do the extra shows and go into further depth is on the subscription side. $9 a month. Sign up for a month. If you don't like it, get rid of it. Not sure why, because the information you get, you're not going to get from the bought-off lamestream fake media. Become a member of our Freedom family. $9 a month. I believe you will find it to provide incredible information you will never see, hear, or experience through the bought-off lamestream fake media. Until next time, Dave Janda signing off. Dream big and dare to fail. Thank you for your time today.